There's a general belief that you don't have too many good people lower down the line in your party.
Well, they are there, of course. The youngsters are coming up. We have a second rank and the third rank is ready now. You see, and I can boast to that extent, even the children in the cradle are going to be, name any rank, but they are there. They are there, of course.
And what is the kind of ideology you're offering them?
I am going to cultivate this thing first, which is never cultivated, nobody bothered to do it. This is my country. That's more important. We have nationalized the industries. I say we have to nationalize the leaders first and then nationalize the industries. Our leaders are not nationalized yet.
Why is that?
Well, it will take hours. We are more concerned with the elections first.
But aren't all politicians that way?
No, here in our country, in fact, the elections is the, I don't know whether it is a curse or a blessing, but I think it is a curse to us, to our democracy. Because of these elections, the country has become corrupt. Corrupt means the people, the leaders I'm talking about. Yes.
But aren't elections just another pretext for making money for political parties?
No, you have to change the thing.
How?
Well, why don't you have that kind of a system as it is there somewhere, maybe in London or even in Germany, I'm told, that they just, their candidates are their parties, not individuals. They will just have the party names and there will be ballot boxes underneath. And the people will vote a party and then they will open the boxes, they will find that this party has got the majority and then they will call the leader that your party has won, the people have voted your party. Now, just select your candidates and we can get the essence, the cream out of that. Here we have to give a ticket to a bootlegger because I am more concerned about the seat. And that particular, even the slumlord can be a MLA or anything because they have that power, you know. That is the tragedy of your democratic process or democracy.
Your lifestyle, unlike many other politicians, is very fiercely independent. It is said that you love la dolce vita. You smoke your pipe, you drink your beer, you enjoy movies. It's completely contrary against the role model of Indian politicians.
Well, they are liars. They do everything, in fact. I am the person, I do take beer. Now recently I have just become a different man after that treatment. Now I don't eat non-veg and I also...
You become a vegetarian?
I have become a pure vegetarian. I don't know why and how. But somehow I developed that, not nausea, but I don't feel like eating. That's a different thing. But I am not a hypocrite. I hate hypocrisy. If I want to drink, I will drink. You see, even if there are going to be cameras and all that, well, I will go ahead. I will never put a whiskey in a Coca-Cola or a Gold Spot. I don't have that hypocrisy. Well, I do drink. I spend money. I don't ask my boys to collect money for my beer. So what? I don't like this kind of a thing, these people particularly. Go ahead. This is, I have a personal life, a private life. You expect me not to enjoy it at my cost?
Most politicians don't confess to having a private life.
Because they are politicians and I am a political cartoonist. That's the difference.
Why do you sacrifice a career as a cartoonist for active politics?
Well, that may be written. I don't know that word, destiny. Destiny might have asked me to, or she might have showed actually this thing on my shoulders. That here you are born for this and you have to do it. And I am doing it.
How much time do you still give to your creative pursuits like cartooning?
Well, I don't get, I love gardening like anything. I mean, you don't know how much I love gardening. On the terrace, I have grown lady's finger and tomatoes and this gold and so on, chili, on my terrace, because I had time, enough time. But now I just can't, just can't. I don't mind, of course, but because I am happy here. I am doing a yeoman service to my nation and to my people. What more you want?
It has brought your life into jeopardy. You are surrounded by security all the time.
Security is a different thing. I don't look to it because that's a government job. My Shiv Seniks are like my everything. It is even like my bulletproof jacket. The security is a government responsibility, if so, and they have given me, so what?
Aren't you sometimes scared?
No, I am not scared of anything.
Do you move about freely?
I can't move because the moment I move, they are there, of course. So, which way I should, that free movement you expect from me now, they are bound to be there. Even if I take my wife with me, they will be there. No question of taking anybody else, please, because my wife must be watching it.
Do you find yourself in, do you find your party in direct confrontation sometimes with the other segments of the underworld?
Where?
In Bombay, for instance.
Yes.
Do you find some of your party people in direct conflict
Not
with
much.
certain segments of the underworld?
Not much, maybe few. And if they are going to be there, they get exposed sometime. I mean, when the thing comes.
What kind of action do you take against your own
Well,
chief Sainik to get involved in the underworld?
If you come with the definite proof, I don't keep them. I will not, I can't afford to have a light here. You must come with an evidence. Here is the thing. And I will never keep anybody, even if he is going to be a top man in my party. No.
What do you see as the role of your Sainiks during the recent riots in Bombay?
They are the people, boys actually, who saved Mumbai. You can check up with any other community. You see? The Gujarats and so many have said, because of Shiv Sena, our lives have been saved. I mean, there is must be some truth in it. It is not I who said that, because they are my Shiv Seniks. The other people say, where they were never with us actually during last 27 years. But they are saying it now.
What about the role of your boys in the demolition in Ayodhya?
Well, now there is a CBI inquiry going on. Why do you want me to get involved unnecessarily when I said no to them?
You had earlier claimed that your boys had gone there.
You see, when I say a militancy in Hindus, nobody had the slightest idea that it is going to be demolished. That's a fact. It's a fact actually. Nobody, neither me, nor Advani, neither Bajpayee, nor even Ashok Singhal, take anybody, not even those sadhus who were gathered there, in fact. They never had even a slightest idea that these 3 domes are going to be demolished today, within 5.5 hours. But it happened.
But it is said that many of the people who went there were fully trained in the art of demolition.
What is the training?
Of structures.
What is the training? Why use that word training, train? You see?
Because that is what the CBI has alleged.
That's the spirit made them. The spirit made them. The injustice, the historical background behind. Why Muslims should be proud of Babur? I can't understand. He was an aggressor. And these Muslims has nothing to do with Babur. That Babur was a Pathan, Afghani a fellow. Why one should be proud of that? And which is a fact. There are evidences. It is proved that these evidences shows that there was a temple, like Somnath temple. It is because of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel that the temple is being built again, rebuilt again, because of him. Otherwise, that would have been Babri number 2. So, just think of the historical facts, evidences before you, and then come back to the same thing, the defunct government. Everything is going to the court. Then why don't you make the Chief Justice Prime Minister when you are not in a position to take the decision?
But surely it is a weak government which has benefited your party the most, as well as the other proponents of Hindutva.
Yes.
They have been the first beneficiaries of weak governance.
Weak what?
You say that the government at the center is weak.
Yes.
It is because the government at the center is weak that Ayodhya took place, that the BJP has strengthened itself, that you have strengthened yourself.
Whether weak or strong, I don't think it would have made any difference. No. The spirit is more important. The spirit was not weak. The spirit was very strong. That would have been stronger than your government. Even the government would have been stronger. Is that the spirit behind is more important, and that was there. That was there. They were climbing those domes actually and breaking it. There were no any modern equipment, and they would have blasted it easily. When we had 12 blasts in Mumbai, one blast would have been enough, but they did not do that. They did not do that. It is sheer spirit. You can say there was a Hanuman in their body actually, and the Hanuman worked that. You see, Hanuman spirit. So, it's not a question of government, whether weak or strong, no. They would have done it even otherwise.